Hi everybody, it's Dr. Lara Davis and welcome to my next installment about boundaries. We're going to talk about what are unhealthy boundaries, healthy boundaries, and how do you know if there's a boundary that needs some working on. Go ahead and hit subscribe down below along with the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you watch my previous video all about boundaries, you'll know a little bit more about what boundaries are. So go ahead and check that out first so you have some context and come back here. So let's talk about the difference between unhealthy and healthy boundaries first. So it's really about paying attention to how interactions make us feel. So if there's an unhealthy boundary going on, we're going to feel exhausted and drained, probably angry, feeling unfulfilled, like it's a lot of like one way or a lot of take, and feeling resentful. And, you know, we really find ourselves doing things that we don't really want to do, and having a general sense of kind of ickiness, like it never really feels quite right. Something feels off about that relationship. Sometimes you know it. Sometimes you know that this isn't going very well and something is happening, and who knows why it may be difficult to get out of it. And sometimes we don't. We're just like, God, why is it every time I feel I'm with this person, like it feels this way? Healthy boundaries really improve our well-being. You know, we feel a lot more confident because we feel respected. There's a mutual respect within these relationships. And we feel a little bit more balanced in life because we are able to say yes to things we want to say yes to and no to the things that we don't, which increases our self-worth and our self-confidence. And what really happens is we begin to feel authentic, like really ourselves, like, yeah, I fucking feel great, like this is so good. We feel very in control. You become more assertive because you know what you want, what you don't want, in a, you know, healthy, positive way. And we become more mindful. And how this works is we really begin to know what's our shit and what's someone else's shit. Because sometimes in poor boundary relationships, that gets, you know, kind of really fused, and we don't know what's going on, or we tend to second guess ourselves. And, you know, when we are clear about that and it's respected, we really get to know what's ours, what's theirs. So it's important. The other piece is when you really know when they need to be fixed. So when all that unhealthy stuff is going on, so some of the questions I ask to kind of evaluate that is, am I getting into the same pattern over and over again? Does it seem, it's like, here we go again. Here's what's happening. I keep giving in to this person who never seems to kind of learn from the mistakes and always, you know, comes to me with the same thing, asking for some sort of help. And it's just kind of, it feels like we're swirling the drain almost. Do you find yourself kind of complaining about certain things and people, you know? So, you know, my boss keeps giving me things to do and doesn't take the hint that I'm busy. And so maybe that's, you know, with assigned to ourselves, we need to be more assertive and be a little bit more clear about what's going on. And then again, that feeling drained in relationships. So, you know, how people say like toxic relationships, that's because of poor boundaries. You know, maybe you're over functioning for another person, like you're doing a lot for them over and over again, or you're kind of really holding up with not much of that mutual respect or appreciation. And that can be very good drain. So those are some of the things to kind of pay attention to, like, there might be something here that I'm not fully paying attention to, or I know, but, you know, kind of to start opening the door to see what else is going on and see how I might have a better boundary. So I hope this was helpful to understand what are healthy and unhealthy boundaries. Stay tuned and hit the notification bell for my next installment about boundaries. We'll talk about how to set boundaries, what gets in the way of boundary setting, and we'll go from there. All right. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Again, you can head over to my website at drlaradavis.com to have a whole page about boundaries and family, work, relationships, friendships. So head on over there if you want to learn more now, and stay tuned. All right. Have a fabulous day. I will see you soon. Bye.